I don't know. I don't worry about too much. I ain't want to fall. How about outside of that realm? We all know those. I'm feeling pretty good. Man, I wish I had some chocolate. I am worried about dreaming. I don't want to dream. I am worried about falling. Worried about. Um. So I thought this. Worried about. I mean, at the top of my head, I have nothing. But we could list off some things that I might be. I should have something on that cat thing too. All right. So I have my doubts. But once again, the hopes are high. So be prepared to be disappointed. I mean, it's a nice thought because I be looking at all of this stuff that I be forcing out of me, right? I don't want to be here. While I'm sitting here talking, I don't want to be here. We said it how many times? Where's my rights at? I ain't worried about nothing, but damn, yo, I said I don't want to be here, so all I gotta do is walk up and leave, but I don't want to do it. I won't do anything sometimes, but I can do it. Let me re- the motivation is lacking severely when I see in opportunities such as eating. I don't drag it on, uh, but usually, like, especially when have to go to the bathroom, I don't procrastinate that. I'm like, all right, we're going, right? If I'm half asleep and I'm not gonna hold that shit because it's just gonna get worse. I don't know. I guess I just know that, right? My bladder's getting full. I'm gonna go take care of it. So that's one thing that it just does. But everything else, like eating, I mean, it's voluntary up to a certain point. But then you're like, okay, well, we got to get up at some point, and all of my stuff is dying here. I am perfectly fine, right, Alex? All right, so we're going to log the F out inside of me. So it's nice to have some control, but a lot of control still needs to be gained. Like even now, like I don't even want to eat because I hurt so bad, and my issue these days was I just don't want to hurt. Before it was like, when am I getting out of recovery? And then you see this is permanent. And you have to look at it different than recovery because you have expectations. And mine came when the MRIs. Like that was the truth of the moment. And then I spent, man, a good day figuring out how to learn to read an MRI. And it's weird how before I could look at an MRI and didn't know what I was looking at, and probably now I could glance at it and quickly find out where things are. Because before, when I was looking at it, I was like, what the hell am I looking at, man? It looks like an alien. It's like, is this top or is this bottom? And now it's like, I look at it and yeah, I know. Yep. So, man, I'm so glad I took gifts of my MRIs or whatever because that was so helpful just to sit there and learn. Just looking at it over and over and helped me understand what the hell I was looking at because it's difficult shit. But then, like once it clicks, it's like, oh. And and I don't know if that comes with like a lot of information, like you need a bunch of information before it like makes sense, or if you like start to see what this line is, what this line is, what this curve is, what that shadow is, you know, the slices. You understand what slice? I mean, man, I just held on to the discs and hope to God someone knew how to read them. But eventually, I figured the puzzle out. Uh, 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 uh. And it's still no better than when I came in. It just helps me understand what I am feeling is. It's nice to put a picture to it. So it's easier to go throughout my day because, like, in a way, I think about doing something before I do it, and that just makes it so much easier to do it when it just feels like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I guess it isn't so bad just standing up, balancing myself real quick, walking 15 steps to upstairs, wandering around a few seconds to figure out what the hell I want to eat. Ice cream, that seems the quickest solution. Replace my ice pack. I don't know, I just hurt. So that's I guess that's what I worry about doing these 5 days. You know, like, well, if I couldn't do it every other day, and eventually it beat me the f down. Eventually, it took many. It we were going on probably three, I'd say 4 or 5 steady months of every other day type material. We may have skipped a day or two, but it was on a schedule type of thing, and I'm like, well, if we cannot do that, if that will eventually break me down, how can 5 days in a row? What, by me leaning back instead of leaning forward, homie? Better have some comfy pillows at the studio. Pay him here. So, I mean, I want something real easy to eat. My stomach wants a steak, lasagna. It wants lasagna. Nah, man, that's 2 pounds of food. Sandwich. That one was lasted quite a bit. So I'm gonna make a poll because we're talking to my stomach right now about what it wants to eat. And personally, I think lasagna is way too much. Should I have lasagna or ice cream? It's like 6:51 in the morning. Homie, we ain't having nah. So I will make more videos of how the stuff is set up. I see people are curious out there. So I shall. It's been quite the journey. Yeah. The biggest hurdle you will have is interference. How to properly isolate all the pieces. That's why it's fun to work in the box. Because the box, you don't have some of this, but not everything you could, I don't want to say everything, because you probably could. I've seen technologies out there that's all in the cloud, like video. Like it's besides, well, that's what we're talking about, right? Hardware. Yeah, there's like no boxes or anything. It just goes straight to somewhere, and then like in some other part of the world, you got a mixer dude mixing it, and then 5,000 miles away, you got someone else properly laying out production for like Lakewood Church. Like this would be something for them, but they do it in house. So like the service in the cloud of video, I mean, the whole package pretty much be easier just to purchase all of that equipment because it'd be damn expensive. But yeah, like I was just amazed by that. But then when I learned it, it was like, oh yeah, so. I, I wasn't too amazed about it too long, but it was like, yeah, so, uh huh. Uh, it's like, well, off to the next thing. Well, today was my day off, and I just wanted to come in here and do something. I didn't want to lay in bed, so it must be telling. Like before, all I wanted to do was lay in bed because I hurt so bad, and it's nice that I don't always want to be there now. So it's nice that I'm not always being controlled by the thing. So, no, I'm not worried about my privacy. Actually, sometimes, yes. Like, there are a lot of cameras in this house. And, I'm so paranoid about having something not happen to me again. Because I'm like, I will never not have evidence this time. So, I mean, like, so sometimes I get weirded out. When you can't walk around naked in your own house. I wouldn't say that's a problem, but you lose. Like, if you can never do that anywhere, lose something. I mean, you don't lose anything. Just, like there's a, yeah, y'all know what I mean. But anyway, that's pretty hot. If I took off the top, it would have been like sparkly blue water underneath there, and it would have been awesome. But I'm too lazy. Maybe next time when I produce better pictures to my photo department, we could. Sorry, bro, only one picture out of all those you sent us. One, homie. So I got that call. That was embarrassing. uh, anyway, I don't want to talk anymore. I want to eat. What do I want to eat? Ice cream, man. Own? So I guess so no ice cream. Oh, I can't even say it. French fries. Oh, I heard a gurgle. I felt it. Damn, man. Lasagna. No, I don't want to make it. Oh, I heard heard some. Anyway, I have no fruit. I ate it all. So I'm worried about my personal fruit supply. It is low. And I don't think I should be here recording just to record. I feel weird doing that. I feel weird just sitting here. With an open gate. Well, I feel more weird with a closed gate. So thank you. If I had to sit here, I'd rather sit here with an open gate. Makes it easier to communicate with the souls through the lens. Hi. I wonder if my machine's still connected. Let me type a message. Like, hello, is anyone out there? Oh, it says I'm live. Bro, really just forgot why Akas. Gotta think about my grammar. Privacy veil. Idea. Ooh. Yo, I don't want to imply anything. Alright. Privacy veil. Damn, I can't put hot tub. Alright. We can do it. Tub. Alright, we gotta identify it. And then privacy veil. Boom. That color to red. Be extra cringy. Come on, bro. Focus. Red's not gonna work. Make it a bit bigger. Too bad we only got like 3 fonts. Should they do anything? I don't know. This looks stupid. Should probably put it back to the color. Like orange or something. Oh man, so thank you for waiting. I can hear my stomach. There we go. Olive green a bit. Hear my stomach say, feed me. Alright, so this is kind of stupid. And I guess I should change my name. Just from black. A little bit lighter shade. Yeah. Yo, that looks nice. Alright. I just wish I had a picture of... Alright, so we're just gonna send it. Privacy veil. I'm stupid and this is what I do. Hit next. Twitter. Opening soon. Releasing soon. Yo, that could be like a whole album cover. See, fail. Damn, you know, sometimes I wish I would take the time to write stuff. Said from that. You know, when I was growing up, I never checked my spelling. And then when I realized how bad I was, and it took me like until I was out of college even. I think it was texting or something. I don't know, I just like looking at my tweets at one time and realizing, damn, yo, that shit looks horrible. Alright, so we're gonna send it. That one's decent. It's on my Twitter, man. That's the only decent one I have. Done. Wow, yo. We gotta give it a name. I mean, it looks better. It looks great until you look at the cover of the hot tub and you're like, why is the cover on the hot tub? Oh man, you know, I really can't. Maybe I'll just make a joke. Wow. fuck? What the fuck's wrong with me? Alright, over some text down below to cover up. Blend in. Privatized solution. That sounds stupid. Privacy cover. Ooh. Privacy cover. No, that's just too. Privacy cover. Veil. Hot tub veil. Huh. Yeah, now y'all jealous. Full effing real. Sorry, I just gotta try to find. Alright. Make it 2 lines. Yellow. Damn, that looks like some Las Vegas shit. Yes, it does. Don't be like to be continued. Because then you'll be like, oh, I get it. That's stupid. I'll just put my name up on top. And then I'll just send it. If I hate it tomorrow, delete it. It's the best way to accomplish things sometimes. Because you ain't trust no one around you. You just gotta sleep on it. Right. You all capitalize. You're speaking volumes. It's amazing you can do all this with your phone. That's what I like. Wow. Yeah. Oops. I put hot tube. Damn, that would have been an embarrassing mistake. Hot tub. Privacy veil. And pass. Damn you, I'm smart. Let me show you this back cam. Wow. Yeah, right where that fish thing is. You guys can probably see it up there. Yeah, you can see it better up there. So that's all pretty neat, huh? I took some photographs of this thing, but it looks ridiculous. I didn't know how. Let me take a look at it. It looked ridiculous, and I didn't know what to do with it at a moment. Whoa, wow, listen to that. No Oscar. Wow. I wouldn't say I'm that wasted. That looks kind of cool, though, that whole shot, like that one right there. I may have to post this. You can kind of see it back there. So that one is kind of nice. I just snapped that one real. I gotta wipe that stain off of my chair, man. For someone makes fun of me of it. And you know what that stain is? The bottom of my bong. But it had to be right there. Yeah. So I can't use this picture, man. It's that dumbass chair. Let me see. Do something about it. Yeah, that shit looks cool. It will look even more cool if I waited with these pictures. Because I see issues here. Alright. Alright, so let's look at the next one. Wow. So let's say I am the publisher. Be like, yo, Justin, send me some pictures of the studio you want to use, on the album cover. And I sent him these. I'm like, huh. So this is the shit he wants me to use. Alright, can I just get one? I mean, it's almost clean. Everything here is almost clean. Just a few things out of order. Well, this one looks nice. Nice. This one shows kind of what it is. So it's not so far away. I should have taken the top off so you could see the water. Huh? Remember that for next time. Wow. iPhones are like, their screens are like color accurate. Wow, that's pretty dope. Oh, can you guys see? You guys ain't even looking at the right. You'll see it here. Damn. About what I'm. Why? Because you want to know? I don't know. I don't want to be a lot of, but I have to. I still haven't got a good vocal freestyle video. I spit some vape bars though. Be smoking bottom of the jar bar. Wear me the F out. I need something different in my life. I gotta, give it to you. These vests that I wear looks goofy AF. Works. All right. Well, what do we got over here, man? What do we got over there? Oh, so that thing probably died. Set a new rule. So if we want to do anything, we gotta do blah blah blah. How about we just ain't worried about that? Oh, I should worry about the music stopping. I ain't worried about the music stopping. It's silence is a beautiful thing. I enjoy silence a lot. And, my cat has cataracts. And I like to pitch my voice out now. So I was worried about the response of by saving his sanity and probably everyone else's sanity. To where now you're like, who is this guy? I don't know him. If that's all it took to save. I mean, my cat will be like, what? Like, he'll be hearing me coming through my speakers. But if I change it, it doesn't bother him. It doesn't bother them either. So I figured that one out. Cheers. Well, I'm just enjoying my time. We chillin' every other day thing until we ready. Still have a lot of like behind the scenes stuff to do. And I hate to put out sloppy work, so but at the same time I'm here no matter what. And then I'm like tapped out, like I don't want to do it anymore, but we have to cuz what God put me here to do. As ridiculous as that sounds, I heard it before, and it does sound very ridiculous. But for some people, That is all they got. So why take it away, man? I ain't gonna throw fuel on the fire. I will acknowledge. Think that has anything to do with being dirty or what? It's like we are in the wild, even in the city. Like we are in the wild. So you have to do something to protect you. It's got nothing to do with hygiene. Like it may help if you don't leave crumbs around and shit. But it's inevitable that they're just right around the corner waiting, starving, you know? If not 500, there's five starving, just feeding off the clean stuff. But even for me, five is too much. And, ever since. Sorry, I'm praising the bug man too much. I worry about losing the bug man. I worry about losing my hot tub. Yeah, I'm worried about my cat be jumping up. I want to see what I'm up to, and her claws dig in it. I'm worried about that sometimes. Keep the fingers crossed. I haven't had a decent meal in 2 days. Believe it or not. Every day in my life is fun. I call it retirement because it is. And I get to do what I love. It took a lot of years. And I know I make it look so beautiful out there. Wait, I guess you check my audio levels. But it took a lot of work, man. And every time I do something like this, I am trying to give you the best views. Yeah, it's not really there to be like nah nah nah. Nah, it's like I'm trying to like show off the cheap shit that you could buy online instead of looking at me waiting for me to move a dial over here. You're gonna get entertained by that. That's what it's about. The scenery, the lights. You got fog machine. Oh, I turned it off. All that stuff I don't worry about. It's kind of weird. I don't need something to drink though. I don't worry about my dreams anymore. Thank God. We just gotta ride on this. We're not gonna fall. We're gonna keep on with this energy. We got some positive ass energy going on, and I am impressed with it. I turn off my limiters. I feel like something is there. Something is there. Proud of myself. Even I'm worried about my foot switch wearing out. We use it so much, and it has come in handy. Alright. So the talk worried about. You're gonna spit some bars with worried about. Sorry, I'm just checking my levels here. As usual. As usual. And this is like something physical. Oh, you can't hate me for that. That's why God made a damn foot switch. Anyway, stop talking. Were we listening to something? We're answering questions that have exploded. Definitely would have failed in that one. I probably should have remade them, but when I make batches, I make a lot, so I didn't want to waste the food. I should waste the food because then it shouldn't have frost on it, and I could just easily order more. It's not that big a deal, especially here in America. You'd be amazed at how much food I'm throwing away. But I plan on eating salad. I don't eat salad, and then the bags and all that just sitting there. The bread, I probably had like two sandwiches, and the loaf. The rest of the loaf is getting thrown out soon. And every time I refill the fridge, I just throw it all out. The freezer can stay in there, but I threw out like meats Friday night, and the garbage truck came out Tuesday. So the meats were in the garbage for 4 days. Oh, the hot summer. I wasn't worried. But I just kind of laughed inside and chuckled because that is kind of funny. I wanted to give the bugs and maggots disgust because they grow that quick. I am very worried about maggots. Not maggot friendly at all. Anything squiggly, caterpillars, they freak me out. No, thank you. I don't want nothing to do. Bugs, grasshoppers, I worry about them a lot. We got bug zappers, and they do be catching a lot of bugs. I clean them out. Or they just, repeatedly zap. Took a video of it on Twitter. Poor little soul. But I don't feel bad. So I don't deal with bugs. And besides, my cat loves to chase bugs. And, like, this place gets sprayed every other month. So I never see ants, thank goodness, because of this guy. And I will always order for the sprayer guy for spray bugs and spiders. Spiders, I'm worried about. Snakes, definitely worried about. Anything that crawls on the floor that looks like dirt, I don't like that at all. I can't sleep. I have a hard enough time like keeping my dosages right, and if I'm off just a bit one day, then I itch. And if I felt like I had bugs in my bed, I take Benadryl for this. I think they call that hives, and that does work. But I don't like anything to do with camping, moths, flies. My cat, yes, she's a hunter. She loves that stuff. So she'll go ham. I don't like tarantulas. I don't like anything that crawls. I don't like anything that's not a cat. Yeah, I don't want to do anything without air conditioning. I'm worried about AC. Yes. Is there going to be AC at the fair? I'm worried about walking one more step than I have to because I'm worried about feeling all of that. So, yeah, it's quite nice living the life when you can. I don't think it costs much. You get a sprayer guy does it. That probably fix all your problems. Wake up in the middle of the night with your pizza without ants all over it. And I don't different. And so I'm not worried about him because he's like a billionaire. Uh, I'm worried about my cat because he's getting old, and I figured I gotta wash his face because he does a lot of cleaning it anyway. Just so he stops like self itching himself. I feel bad for him. like all that fur. And I brush him every day, even with that thing. So I worry about like how many minutes in a day he's losing just dealing with living in those conditions of all that like long hair, fur just falling out. It's amazing how much I can brush out of him every few days and it doesn't stop. It's like huge freaking clumps. Huge clumps. And so I keep him trimmed up. I keep his whiskers cleaned up. He likes it. Like he's had a positive response if he's all cleaned up. Because I think if his whiskers get long, and they do get long, like after a while, that's gotta get tiring to have all that whiskers. So he likes it. He likes, especially like around his face. But I can't like shave it because the shaver don't work. His hair's too fine. So like tape, we're just like lightly pat and this and that works best. Uh, so I worry about. There's nothing to worry about there. That's what takes up my observation hours when I'm not here. I'm feeling great. Worried about me going off my Paxil. Will things change? That is a question from the audience. I don't know, but I took it because I needed a boost in life. I needed to focus. I wasn't focusing in the right areas that I should have been, especially as a scholar and inspiration as myself. So I took it just for that. And as you see, the whole place is clean. And maybe this is how it happens, right? You relapse, you come off of it, and then you start. I don't know, but that will not happen to me. But I cannot guarantee it. I am worried, yes, but like really worried, no. I am not. I'm worried about all the fried food I'm eating. It is delicious. Recently, I can't cook fried food. The last batch, and maybe I shouldn't. I need to cook things separate. That's what's going on there, because the last two times I did it, I mixed like fries with mozzarella sticks. So I worry about the next time I do it. This last time they came out soggy, I was like, that ain't right. The mozzarella sticks and French fries. French fries had some frost on them. I wasn't too worried. I mean, but I probably shouldn't have cooked them at the same time because they didn't come out right. And same as last time. Last time I was like, okay, we're gonna cook poppers and mozzarella sticks. Again, they didn't turn out right. I just turned my back for a few seconds when I came back, and they were all exploded. I kid you not. They were all exploded. And I was watching a marine show where they cook on submarines. And the captain doesn't want any mozzarella sticks. So y'all gave me some awesome video ideas. And I'm probably going to get like 3 hours to 1. I don't know. We're going to stop for a bit because I want to run to the weed store and pick up some vapes. I really don't like flour, but we are to the end, believe it or not. After watching several videos on YouTube, I am worried. That's one thing. My lungs, we need them. Ooh, bro, you in front of the green screen? And they're gonna do their own editing magic. Alright, I gotta answer some questions now. And you can edit me in your studio, man. Because I want to get Corona AIDS. I don't know, bad joke. I'm not too worried about Corona. Because my body is always going through something. Like, you can hear it now. It feels like my lungs, like they're not clear. And like usually when I'm up and about, I'm most likely smoking. So yeah, but we have figured out that just getting up and moving around. All right, so outside of that, sir, I mean, I don't drive, so I'm not worried about gas prices. I only go like a few times, and everything else is delivered to me. Everything, including cat litter. Um, I am not worried about my workflow. At the moment, it may look a bit messy, but I'm not worried there. Still getting it hooked up, cables coming. Because we are progressing, and I thought, this, my future is not then. Because I was worried. I was worried that if I did 5 days in a row, that would ultimately bring me down. Because if every other day did it consistently, right, how would we stand up now? And I realistically looked at it and figured we can't do it, but then we decided to do it. What kind of dumb ass am I? So I'm worried about that. Me putting myself through that. I'm not worried about the war because I'm not watching the news. Not worried about Biden. Every time I look at him, he's got new plastic surgery happening to his face. It's almost like being permanently stuck in a smile. Something I need. I'm inspired by that, Biden. Go Biden. Uh, I'm not worried about Trump. I feel Trump's getting a beat down from this whole thing. Elon missed his peak somewhere, so I feel somewhere right around the Twitter line, he lost some cool points. I'm not sure with me. I mean, he's still cool regardless. But I just noticed the wind blew